Hello, guys. You are now listening to the Mid-State League Weekly Podcast and the Willie Stimmage Podcast, where we are covering Harvest Preparatory School athletics, keep you updated, giving you the scores, stats, updates, and get you caught up on all things Harvest Prep. Hey, guys, my name is Willie Stimmage. Hey, thank you for jumping on board. We got a short show for you tonight. We're not going to take too many breaks. We're going to get right into it and get it done. Give us a shout on Twitter, MSL Weekly. Give us a shout on Facebook.com/MSL Weekly. Hit us up on the IG at Willie Stimmage Photography, or just drop me an email at info4willie@gmail.com. We got no segments today. We're just going to go straight into it. But before that, we want to just take you to this quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Beanie Wells. Whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing that student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. The Ohio High School Athletic Association Respect the Game campaign reminds us that school sports are so much more than wins and losses. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to make school sports a fun, positive, and rewarding experience that student athletes will remember for a lifetime. Every game, every time, let's all respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Harvest Preparatory School, educating students from preschool through grade 12 with a competitive private education and a distinctly biblical worldview. Our faculty and staff are dedicated to teaching the mind by touching the heart. We offer a blended learning environment to meet the academic needs of all students. Our brand new Academic Research Center is equipped with the latest technology designed for the inquiry-based learner. Boasting a proven track record of excellence for over 30 years, Harvest Prep is dedicated to ensuring students fulfill the total plan of God for their lives. Our graduates have earned over $30 million in academic, merit-based, and athletic scholarships in the last decade. We offer championship athletic programs for all grade levels, led by some of Central Ohio's top coaches. As a participant of the College Credit Plus program, we provide students with the opportunity to earn college credits at the high school level. We have committed to serving the families of Central Ohio since 1986 because our passion is your child's success. We are Harvest Prep. To begin your pathway to prep, visit us online at harvestprep.org.
Okay, guys, we're back. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's the Mid-State League Weekly and the Willie Stimmage Podcast. I'm your host, Willie Stimmage, and let's just get right into it. We ain't going to mess around today. Got a short show today. No more breaks. Just going to take you straight through the whole thing and, let you guys know what's up. Friday night, Harvest Prep. They won a sloppy game, 12-0. That's like a low-scoring game. But they survived. They won it. A lot of wind, a lot of rain, just sloppy, but they came out on top, 12-0 over Fisher Catholic. Daquan Owens-Johnson and Kalen Jackson first half touchdown runs held firm as the Harvest Preparatory School Warriors remain undefeated in shutting down visiting Fisher Catholic 12-0 in the Mid-State League Cardinal matchup. Yeah, that was pretty lopsided, pretty sloppy, but they got it done. A lot of sloppy games this last weekend. The weather sucked this weekend. It just really wasn't no good. Even speaking of suck, the Buckeyes even sucked too. I mean, they, I don't want to get into that, but that was pretty pathetic. So it's all good though. It's got nothing to do with high school sports, but I just want to get that off my chest. We'll see what happens with that, but Harvest Prep won, I can say that, and they continue to win, and they're on their way to playoffs, and they're rolling right along. First quarter, let me take you to two scores they had. In the first quarter, about 6 minutes to go, Harvest Prep's Daquan Owens-Johnson, a rush for 18-yard touchdown, which made it 6-0 Harvest Prep. They missed the extra point. And then with 7 minutes to go before halftime in the second quarter, Kalen Jackson with a 1-yard run, which made it 12-0 Harvest Prep. And that's about it. I mean, that's all she wrote. It was 12-0 on 2 touchdowns. Fisher Catholic couldn't muster up anything. Like I said, wet football, sloppy football, a lot of fumbles, a lot of wind, rain blowing in your face. That kind of stuff went on this past weekend. Some of the stats here, total yards, Harvest Prep 317, Fisher Catholic only 136. Rushing yards, Fisher Catholic ran it 40 times for 104 yards, which Harvest Prep ran it 38 times, 267 yards. Total passing yards, Harvest Prep 50, Fisher Catholic 32. Rushing, for Fisher Catholic, Caden McCauley, he carried the rock 8 times for 43 yards, no touchdown. And for the Harvest Prep, Daquan Owens Johnson carried 11 times for 88 yards and 1 touchdown. I got to get his final numbers. I said this guy's going to be a 1,000-yard rusher. He was at 600 and something last time I checked it out. I haven't did the totals yet, but I'll find that out. But anyway, this game he had 11 rushes, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Jalen Davis had 14 rushes, 68 yards, and no touchdowns. So that's all she wrote for Harvest Prep. Kind of short timeline, but that was it. I mean, that was a low-scoring game. Wasn't too much going on, so, it is what it is. Now, next up for Harvest Prep. Who's next up? Fairfield Christian is next for Harvest Prep, and that's be their last regular season game. And it's on a Saturday, so I'll be able to go to this game. I haven't been to a game this year because of my work schedule, but I still follow Harvest Prep. I got a lot of people I follow on Twitter that updates me on a lot of scores and stuff like that. You got Dispatch, you got Max Prep, you got This Week Community News. You got a bunch of the outlets that updates you on the scores and everything. So, with that being said, so what do Harvest Prep got to deal with when it comes to Fairfield Christian? I'm gonna say simply nothing, because Fairfield Christian hasn't won a game this year. Overall, they're 0-9, and they're 0-5 in the conference. So that's all I'm going to say about that. They have not, nothing I can say about that because there's nothing to say. You hadn't beat nobody this year. The defense probably suck. Offense can't, keeping up points on the board or whatever you want to call it, but they, just can't get nothing mustered. Can't get nothing, nothing established. I don't know what happened to the program, but, it is what it is. So that's Harvest Prep's next opponent, Fairfield Christian, which is 0-9. So we shouldn't have no problem with them, but they're just, they 0-9 on paper. Like I said, I always said, you got to play the game on the field. You can't play the game on paper. Paper doesn't mean anything. You got to play the game on the field. And that's what's going to happen. Some of the other scores from the Mid-State League: Burn Union 32, Ridgedale 7. Chaz Dickerson, here this guy go again. He rumbled for 94 yards and 2 touchdowns and took the opening kickoff 70 yards to pay dirt as host Burn Union exploded for 20 points in the first quarter to defeat Ridgedale in a non-league affair. Zane Migrant passed and ran for scores for Burn Union also. The score in summary, Chaz Dickerson with a 70-yard kickoff return. And then Chaz Dickerson came back with a 6-yard run. And then Ridgedale, Josh Patterson with a 24-yard run. And then Burn Union came back, Chaz Dickerson with a 23-yard run. And then Zane Migrant with a 10-yard run. And then Burn Union's Culberson with a 22-yard pass from Zane Migrant. And that's all the scoring summary for Burn Union. Rushing, Chad Dickerson carried the rock 14 times for 94 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns in that contest. Next up, Worthington Christian. They defeated Fairfield Christian, which is our next opponent, 48-6. They didn't just defeat him; they beat the brakes off these guys, man. Michael Harsling, he had 4 touchdowns to lead host Worthington Christian to a Mid-State League win over Fairfield Christian. Michael Hartling ran for 101 yards on 3 touchdowns on 7 carries as he returned a fumble 25 yards for a score in the second quarter. And Michael King added 138 yards receiving on 5 catches. These guys has had a clinic with Fairfield Christian. The scoring summary, Michael Hartling with a 15-yard run. Michael Hartling with a 25-yard fumble return. Michael Hartling came back with a 46-yard pass from Lucas Hartling. These are brothers now. Michael Hartling with a 2-yard run. Jonathan Anderson with a 15-yard interception return. And then Michael Hartling came back with a 3-yard run. And then for Fairfield Christian, the lone scorer was Max Ross with a 22-yard pass from David Forbes, which gave them 6 points. That's the only score they had. You got Ty Sebra with a 15-yard run for Worthington Christian, and that was all the scoring they had. Their final score was 48-6. Total yards, Worthington Christian racked up 365 total yards on that Fairfield Christian defense, and Fairfield Christian only had 170 yards total yards. Next up is Bishop Rosecrans. They beat Grove City Christian 33-19 in a Mid-State League matchup. Moving right along, like I said, we're not going to take a break. We're just run into this right quick, and we'll get out your way. Mid-State League Cardinal Division, as of yesterday, it's like this. Overall, I'm going to read the overall, and then we're going to go with the conference. Overall, Harvest Prep is 9-0, undefeated. Burn Union is 7-2. Worthington Christian is 6-3. Fisher Catholic is 5-3. Bishop Rosecrans is 4-4. Grove City Christian is 3-6. Fairfield Christian is 0-9. But the conference standings looks like this: Harvest Prep is 5-0. Burn Union is 4-1. Worthington Christian is 4-1. Fisher Catholic is 2-3. Rosecrans is 2-3. Grove City Christian is 1-5, and Fairfield Christian is 0-5 in the Mid-State League. Upcoming sports events for Harvest Prep. Monday, October 22nd, middle school football. We play Watkins. That'll be at home. Saturday, October 27th, the Harvest Prep Warriors varsity will be away, taking on Fairfield Christian. I think that game's at Millersport. I'm not for sure. I'll find out. Thursday, November the 1st, girls varsity basketball kicks off, and those girls will be taking on Independence at Independence. And then Tuesday, November the 25th, the girls varsity basketball will be taking on Ridgedale at Ridgedale. And then Saturday, November the 27th, the middle school girls basketball will be taking on Wellington, and that game will be at Wellington. Okay, finally, we got the OHSAA, computer football ratings as of October 16th. That was Tuesday. We didn't have one come out yet. It should be one out today or tomorrow. They got Harvest Prep number 1 in Division 7. Lucas is number 2. Trimble is number 3. Waterford is number 4. Green is number 5. Burn Union is number 6. Fisher Catholic is number 7. Caldwell is number 8. Hannibal River is number 9. Racine Southern is number 10. Danville is number 11. And I don't want to read the rest of them. Grove City Christian is 18. Let me see what's in there. Fairfield Christian is 24. So they kind of like out of it. But Bishop Rosecrans is 15th. So this is just the Division 7. But Harvest Prep is still on top there in Division 7. Hey guys, that's a wrap. I am officially done. I got through with the show real quick. See, I got through with this. It's 15 minutes, so that's pretty good for me. I want to give a shout out, like I normally do, thanking the Ohio High School Athletic Association Executive Director, Dr. Jerry Snodgrass. Thanks Dr. Tim Street. I don't know why I call him doctor, but Tim Street, the Director of Communications for the OSHAA. I want to thank Harvest Preparatory School Athletics, Mr. Dave Wolf, and Coach Dave Dennis. We want to thank you, the listening audience, for tuning in, listening to me give out this podcast. You ever missed a show, any one of these shows, you can recap it on YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitter, maybe Facebook, I think, and then they're downloadable. You can download them. So, guys, we probably see you guys at the game this weekend. I think that game is. I'm thinking this game is at Millersport, but I'm not for sure. But I will find out. So, with that being said, guys, I got 2 fingers up. You know what that means? That means peace. I'm out.